Hello 11th graders, this is Ms. Dana Atawi. Today we're going to explain and discuss a new grammatical structure that you will basically take care for next year. It's very important for you to know. طبعا this grammatical structure is all repeated يعني from the 10th grade, 11th grade and توجيهي, but it's extremely important. طيب, when it comes to the title of this grammatical structure, it says here it is the causative. From the name causative, cause اللي هي it's a reason. طيب, we're going to read here the explanation for it. طبعا there are worksheet that is in the school website. It says here the causative form is used when we do not do something ourselves, but we arrange for somebody else, usually an expert, to do it for us. The causative, sometimes certain students, they get confused with the grammatical structure of the passive voice, kind of related to it, but there's a big difference between them. طبعا هون it says here it's also to express an accident or a misfortune that happened to us. هذا it is rarely used actually, لكن هي دائما انت you have to know that causative, it means when you arrange for somebody to do something for you. طيب, I have written here for it two examples اللي هي we painted the house last month and we had the house painted last month. If you have a look at the sentences A and B, we painted the house last month, it means we did it ourselves, okay? Nobody did it for us, we did the painting. Like when we have a look at the second sentence اللي هي we had the house painted last month, it means that somebody painted the house for us. It was not us who painted, actually. Somebody came and painted the house. The causative form is formed as follow. This is the grammatical structure, but basically we're going to take certain sentences examples so that you're going to understand how do I deal with the causative. Subject plus have plus object plus past participle. What is this, Ms. Dana? Hello, we're going to know it when I write certain sentences for you. Okay. Now, I have written certain examples, and you're going to see that they are the same except with the difference in the tense itself, okay, so that we can get familiar with the grammatical structure of the causative. طيب. It says here, the mechanic fixes my car. طيب. From my, I'm going to get اللي هي me. The question that you have to ask yourself, are you the person who's fixing your car, or somebody is fixing your car for you? Of course, somebody. فالcausative when you arrange for someone to do an action for you. طيب, I. الcausative بتحكي لك يا أول ثانوي هي عبارة عن subject plus the verb have plus object plus the past participle. طب كيف بدي أعملهم؟ Basically هتحط أنت I وحنكون إحنا معطينك إياها, okay? And even though if you don't have it, you're going to get it from here because you're the person who's arranging for somebody to do that action for you. Type I need to put have. This have depends on the tense of this verb from the sentence. Fixes, exactly, it is present simple. فبالتالي حنزل have زي ما هي. I have. What is the object here? What's the object? I have my car. Okay, I have my car, and the verb here, the past participle is fixed. I have my car fixed, which means the mechanic fixes my car. Type. Moving to the second sentence, the mechanic fixed my car. Same sentence, I know, but you need to know the tense. Type. It says here حكينا إحنا الcausative هي عبارة عن استخدام subject plus have plus object plus past participle. What you're going to see here, or what you're going to know, اللي هي from my, I'm going to get I. Okay, I have to use have. It depends on the tense of the verb. Fixed here معناتها this is verb to. فبالتالي I'm going to use the past of have exactly اللي هي had. I had. What's the object? I had my car fixed. Moving to the third sentence, the mechanic is fixing my car. Causative, it means I have to use subject plus have plus object plus past participle. طيب. Here, causative, أنت حتحكي طب miss ما هو الميكانيك he is the subject. No, with the causative you have to tell me who is the person who has arranged this action to happen. معناته أنا. My car معناته أنا. Sorry, I. The mechanic is fixing my car, so I. Now, I have to use here have. لازم يكون في عندي الهاف. The form of the have depends on the form of this verb. Is having, this is very good, the present continuous. فبالتالي I am having. The object my car, and the past participle is fixed. أول ثانوي, remember when I told you that the tenses are the most important thing for you to understand and know. هذا هو الحكي. And you have to use the tenses here. طيب. What about the next sentence? The mechanic was fixing my car. Again, causative is subject اللي أنا بستخدمه هنا مش the person who did the action, not the mechanic. It's the person who arranged the for somebody to do the action for him. So my car is damaged, so I need somebody to fix it for me. So بالتالي I have here depends on the tense of the verb. Was having past continuous. بالتالي I was having and the object is my car fixed. Right. Moving to the next sentence. The mechanic has fixed my car. The mechanic has fixed. بالتالي piece of cake. I بعرف إنه the same example, but the most important thing is that to know how to form the causative. I has fixed here. This is present perfect. So بالتالي أنا هستخدم have. Okay, this is the helping verb. وهستخدم الهاف اللي هون اللي هي بدي بعد الهاف استخدم past participle who verb 3. I have had and the object my car. The past participle is fixed. You need to have a look at it. Okay, تمام. Let's have a look at this sentence. The mechanic had fixed my car. I has fixed. This is present perfect. Had fixed my car. حكينا إحنا causative إنك أنت subject إنه the person who arranged. الشخص اللي حكى البني آدم يعمل له الشغلة. I had هاي الهاد الأولى اللي هي helping verb, and I need to use the past participle of have اللي هي I had. The object is my car and the past participle is fixed. Okay. Moving to this sentence, the last sentence from the same example. The mechanic will fix my car. Remember that this will هي عبارة عن model. So بالتالي I'm going to say I will have. صح. The object is my car and the past participle is fixed. Okay. Now let's have a look at these sentences and try to answer them together. Okay. طيب. The woman cleaned my room. بالتالي I'm not the person who did this action myself. Actually, somebody did this action, or I arranged for somebody to do this action. بالتالي I'm going to say here I cleaned عندك هي verb to. فبالتالي I'm going to use had. I had. This is the object. I had my room, and the past participle of clean اللي هو cleaned. تمام؟ تمام. Dina will translate the new article for me. Okay? فبالتالي I'm not the person who did the action. Actually somebody did it اللي هي دينا. I will translate حكينا عنها this is model. فبالتالي will future طبعا. Will have the new article. This is the object. And the past participle اللي هو translated. طيب. Omar has written the emails for Ahmed. هنا we stopped using I. Who is the person who did the action? عمر. فبالتالي I'm not going to mention him. أنا ما هحكي عن السبجكت هذا. أنا هحكي عن person who arranged. So Ahmed has written. This is present perfect. ممتازين. فبالتالي I'm going Ahmed has and the past participle. Remember, this is the grammatical structure. Has had the emails written. Now, Sarah has cut Noor's hair. So Sarah is the person who did the action. I'm not going to mention him. يعني هذا السبجect هو الأساسي. I'm not going to mention them in the causative form. Not them. لكن مين? Okay. Person who arranged. So Noor has cut. This is present perfect. So Noor has had. لأنه I need to use, remember the form. The have here depends on the tense of this verb. So Noor has had hair. The past participle of cut. طيب. The teacher had corrected the students' papers. Remember, I'm not interested in this person who did the action. I'm interested in الشخص who the person who arranged. So students had corrected. This is إيش. Very good. Past perfect. So students had their papers corrected. So the end of this class, you're going to see that the causative actually is when you arrange for someone to do this action for you. The grammatical structure or the formula who is subject plus have plus object plus past participle. The subject here doesn't mean the person who did the action, actually it's the person who arranged for an action to be done. Have here depends on the tense of the verb that we have it, and then you have the put object and the past participle here, the verb from the sentence. So basically the mechanic fixes my car. You're not going to use the mechanic. You're not going to talk about the person who did the action. Rather, you're going to talk about the person who arranged for this action to happen, who I here. These are the sentences. Of course, this part it's going to help you to understand all of the tenses here. And then we have here some examples for us. Don't forget that there is in the school's website, e-learning, you have the worksheet. Please try to have a look at it and answer the question. For next time, I need you to tell me what are the answers for the sentences. Have a wonderful day full of love, happiness, and joy. And that's it for today. Thank you very much.